Welcome to Tuesday Night Rage! Wherever you are, there is no doubt about it that I could not, in fact, hit that extra high note that I wanted to hit, so I'm sorry about that. But I tried. It is Tuesday night, and I have seriously lost my mind. How's everybody doing? Just messing around, having a little time. Got to extend the intros on YouTube so that everybody gets in here, knows about the show, and all that sort of thing. You know? Everybody hit that like button. We're going to start the show here. We're just about to get started, but we're just making sure everybody gets in here. Hit the like button, spread the news. We're about to start. Well, what's this song? Look at this. Fire. Look at this. All right. Let's do the intro while we wait. Hit the like button, guys. I will get the donation link pinned to the top of the chat because that's how we get paid on this by you guys. Dono link so we can keep doing these shows. made possible by viewers like you. I find it hard to believe we have 12 likes right now. That cannot be real. It really can't be real. Let's do it up.
50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show. The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks. This place sucks. CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I want to kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
Okay. All right, so listen, the other night, I did watch Raw, by the way. I didn't watch all of it, but I was adamantly viewing the CM Punk and Seth Rollins thing. And I just want to say about that. Seth Rollins had a killer promo. He said a whole bunch of stuff, like factual stuff. I mean, this was really CM Punk kind of taking the back seat, right? CM Punk really didn't have a lot to say. You know, he's just like, hey, I'm here, and I don't know what to tell you, and I'll give you a pass right now. You say whatever you want or whatever. And so really it was Seth Rollins who cut this really good promo. You know, CM Punk really didn't do much. He just played his part. Hey, I'm out here. I made a decision. I'm signing with Raw. Oh, here comes Rollins, and Rollins got a problem, and Rollins explains all the reasons why he has a problem. And Punk didn't go in on Rollins at all. Punk didn't give up his... you can look at it two ways. You could say that Punk didn't have anything really to say, and I was let down by Punk. Like a lot of people, some people were let down that CM Punk really didn't say much back to Seth Rollins. So, you know, which is fine because I guess let Seth have his moment. What was Punk going to say back to him? What could he have said back to him? So, you know, I just think it was not the time at this point. Because what could CM Punk say about Seth Rollins? You know, I mean, CM Punk could say, hey, man, when I was at other places, I didn't talk about you ever. Your name, I never uttered your name. But you did a lot of talking about me, didn't you? You know, that sort of thing. He could also say that, hey, man, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be in the WWE. You know, they didn't see anything in you. Vince didn't see anything in you. The other guys didn't see anything in you. They were happy to let you float around NXT until the end of time, probably release you. But I saw something in you, and I wanted you to be on the main roster. That sort of thing. So CM Punk could go into, like, I brought you here or whatever. He could also go into, you know, how Seth talked about him a lot, and he doesn't talk about him. And then, you know, I live rent-free in your head. That's why you wanted me back here. Don't pretend you didn't, because you wanted the challenge. You wanted to find out if you really are the man that you think you are. And I think that, like, that sort of promo would be where Punk would go. Because what else could you say about Seth Rollins? You know what I mean? And I would say, like, and the thing is, Seth, you got an identity crisis. You don't know who you are without me, apparently. And it's evident, man, that you got some kind of mental thing going on. You come out here every week with a different whacked out outfit on because you don't really know who or what you are anymore. You know, I've seen it in a lot of crazy people out there. There's a lot of crazy people walking the streets, Seth. Just so happens that one of them is in WWE, and he's pretty good at wrestling in between these ropes. But on the outside, he's a scared, lost soul looking for a daddy. And daddy's home. You know, I wouldn't say that now because Randy Orton used that daddy's home line the other night. But something to the effect of, you know, you wanted Big Brother home. You know, you need a big brother. I think you're letting your wife dress you, and she's whacked out too. You know, there's all kinds of things. You know, clearly, you know, there's something going on, Seth. You know, hey, listen, man, I'm an open-minded guy. You know that. I'm very progressive and open-minded, do a lot of things. But quite honestly, you know, you got a wife that's the man, and she's dressing you now like a little pet. That's cute. You know, there's so many things you could say to Seth if you didn't really have a direct personal thing to say to him. But, like, even if you didn't want to do all that and you consider that to be all childish, stupid stuff that I don't want to say that, fine. That's fine. Don't say that. But use the realism stuff. Use the stuff that, you know, Seth Rollins talked about you. You know, clearly has some kind of obsession with you. And it's an obsession with you because you're obsessed with me, Seth, because there's a part of you that knows I'm the reason you're up here. Now, certainly over the years, you've, you know, had success and proven, you know, yourself to be deserving of being here. You're one of the best wrestlers in the world, but there's still a part of you that kind of is irritated. There's a chip on your shoulder that you didn't get here 100% on your own. Yeah, you're doing great now that you're here, but you didn't get here 100% on your own. You needed help, and that pisses you off. And that's fine. You're going to take it out on me. And that's some kind of psychology thing that I can't really help you with, Seth, because I'm not a psychologist. You clearly need one. But when you get in the ring with me, I don't think you're going to need a psychologist anymore because I'm going to beat the psychology into you and blah, 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 sort of thing like that. So I would do that. Keep it cool, whatever. You know, that sort of thing. Really quickly, I do want to say thank you guys for hitting the like button and sticking the thumb directly up daddy's ass. I used to say that all the time to be creepy and weird, but now that Randy Orton said it, now it's like, oh, man. Now whenever I say that, I think like, oh, Rhea Ripley, Randy Orton said that the other day. I just wanted to be creepy. You know, that's all. Let me drink some water really quickly. Be my mom, Joe. What the fuck is wrong with you? I probably would be a good mom, to be honest. I'm a very empathetic, sweetie type daddy, you know? Tuck my kids in. I'm very sweet. But sometimes you got to be tougher. You know, got to be a little meaner to scare the kids. Let them know, you know, I'm, you know, the dad, you're the man. You know, it's good to be empathetic and sweet a little bit. But it's also important to lay the smack down if need be. The Rock. Sorry. I'm going to be doing quite a few things probably coming up over on my Shame On News channel. So if you do want to be a part of that, make sure you're subscribed to my Shame On News YouTube channel because I'm going to have some things over there. There is a 1-hour podcast that I'm going to be reacting to on Shame On News. Elon Musk did a Twitter Spaces thing the other day on X, or Twitter X, whatever. Vivek Ramaswamy took a piss live on the stream. It was amazing. Alex Jones was on there. It was this big meeting, great points made and all these things. So I wanted to go into some of that and talk about it. It was very interesting. And so that is up in full on the Shame On News channel right now, but I will talk about it later at a later time. Also, we're going to be talking about houses exploding. Another house exploded today in Pennsylvania. Is anybody else wondering why houses all of a sudden explode left and right all the time now? What the fuck is going on with houses exploding? all the time. You remember when it happened in Massachusetts in like Lawrence or something? Like 12 houses exploded or something? It started there, I feel like. And now it's like all the time, randomly a house explodes. It's constantly happening. Very strange. One of the funniest things I've heard in a while, Elon Musk created his own AI because the Google one is so biased and weird. If you ask it things about certain political things, it's swayed to give you the political stuff. So it's coming at you from one side of the party, not the other. That's what the Google AI has been doing, all the AIs and chat GPTs and things like that. So Elon made something called Grok or something like that. I don't know what it is. But anyway, somebody then told Grok to roast Elon Musk. And it's really fucking funny. And then, of course, Elon left it up and, of course, promotes it because that's what freedom of, expression and speech and things like that are. And it's very funny. And I'm going to read it because it's fucking hilarious. So, dude, we got to, so Grok is roasting Elon Musk. His own AI bot thing is crapping on him. And it's very funny. And by the way, we're going to be talking about a lot of things here tonight. We're going to talk about wrestling. My whole intro was about CM Punk. The mayor of Boston, Mayor Wu in Boston, is having a party, guys. It's the holidays, and Mayor Wu in Boston is having a party, guys. But not if you're a white person. Just so you know. So, amazing, very exciting time for lots of people in politics in Boston because there's going to be a wonderful party, as I just said. But, again, no white people allowed. I get it. Anyway, let me read this to you guys. And by the way, I want to special shout out the other day. I think I said this somewhere else really quickly, but I didn't say it on a mainstream live stream. Off air the other day, the Ghost from the Coast donated $150 off air. So thank you to the Ghost. Coincidentally, that same day, we were thinking about trying to get a Christmas tree, and we weren't sure if we were going to be able to do it that day. And so, Ghost, I just want to tell you, bro, we literally got a tree because Ghost from the Coast donation. So I really appreciate that. He didn't even know that. He just randomly donated off stream, off air, just randomly threw $150 at me randomly. And we were kind of like, I don't know if we're going to get it yet. We'll have to wait and whatever. And because of that, Ghost, we went and got it. So I just wanted you to feel good about your donation was double cool. And we hopped in the car. And Leah did not want to be in the photo because she's having a bad hair day or something, which is weird because she never says that. She's always like, yeah, I don't care. But she didn't want to be in the photo. But there's the kids and me going to get the tree. So we're having a good time. So Ghost from the Coast, we had a great time and family outing and went to our favorite place to get the tree. So just want to say thank you, man. And because of you didn't even know it. You didn't even mean to. Nor did I tell you. But now I'm telling you. I'm telling you live in front of everybody. So thank you, bro. Otherwise, we wouldn't be getting it until this Friday. So there weren't many left in the. You know what? They had a bunch of giant ones. They had a bunch of giant Christmas trees, and I think it's because the town I'm in is fairly well off. Like I'm in like a pretty not richy, but like I'm in a pretty well-to-do place, and a lot of people out here have bigger homes. And sometimes they have those like really big living room foyer entrance, and they just have these fucking trees that are like 12 feet tall or whatever. And I have a regular house. I have a nice house, right? Like I ended up getting a pretty damn good house years ago, and who knows how long we'll be able to keep it much longer. But most of those trees don't fit in the fucking house. So when we got there was only like 7 trees left that would fit in the house. But we ended up, I think, getting a pretty goddamn good one for what was left. So like it has like a big like missing area in it, but we spun it around. You know, you spin the tree around, put the bad side on the back, and the other side looks great. So, like, I consider it a fucking win, guys. I consider it a win. It's a real... Dude, I don't care if I had to buy a mini tree. It's going to be a real tree. Okay? It's going to be a real tree. I'm not wearing a leather jacket. No. Gold Standard, thank you for your donation the other day, too. King Hueco Mundo, no, I'm not wearing my leather jacket. I do have a leather jacket that's upstairs. It's the one that I've had for like 10 years. In fact, it's the one that I'm wearing... Fuck, I've had that jacket forever. I had my leather jacket that's upstairs since my son was 2. That's how old that leather jacket is. Actually, when the bear flipped me through that guardrail thing in my backyard, I'm actually wearing that jacket. So it's that jacket. It's upstairs. But this is actually a sweatshirt. And then I'm wearing a WrestleMania shirt underneath it. So I'm geared up and ready to go tonight, you know? But yeah, funny enough, there it is right there. There's the jacket. That's the jacket. That's the one upstairs. But that is not the one. I'm not wearing that right now. But that is the jacket. My neighbors must have been like, what the fuck is he doing now? You know? Like, what is he doing? I should have tried to turn it into a Canadian destroyer. I almost did.
Oh my goodness!
You could argue I did. But it was a fun time going through that. By the way, people said, why did you waste that crib? It's weird. This company, that's actually Finn's crib. But what happened was this company sent me his crib. Me and Leah sent me the crib. And just about every single piece of the crib was broken. It arrived broken. So we called the company and we're like, yeah, the crib just got delivered. And it's all broken. And so they were like, oh, well, we'll send you another one. And we're like, well, what do we do with this broken one? Are you going to pick it up or whatever? And they were like, no, you can, whatever. And we're like, what? Okay. And they said, well, we'll take it if you want us to. And we're like, okay, sure. They didn't take it. So we just had this box of broken crib. But, one or two of them panels weren't broken, and that was one of the ones that was not really broken. But the rest of it really was. It was like snapped everywhere, snapped in every almost corner. I was like, what the fuck, dude? They drove a forklift over this thing. So that's the story of why I did that. People are like, why would you break that crib? I also did the same thing, if you guys remember, back with the guitar. I smashed the guitar on the show. Just to do I just wanted to do a stupid little skit. And if you also remember, in that skit, I actually hurt my head. The guitar hit the wall or something and came back down and bashed me in the head. I had a giant lump on my head for like 2 weeks. So that was stupid. But yeah, I like to, and I broke that guitar. Same thing. I got sent a guitar. I forget, it broke, but I don't remember why they sent me another one. It was either that I had they either sent it to me broken, so they sent me another one, or I broke it but had no, I didn't break it. It got sent to me broken. Yeah, and they sent me another one. That's what it was. I couldn't remember. So I broke a already broken guitar. So because I had people in the comments were like, damn, Joe, we donate to you and now you just break a guitar. No, I took a guitar that was already broken and I bashed it, but the one that isn't broken, I still have. So I'm playing the one that's not broken, and then during the video, I changed it to the broken one. And I had to break kayfabe and the fourth wall, all because some people are fucking retards. Anyway, we're going to talk more about CM Punk, more about wrestling, and talk to you guys more about it too. If you want to donate, the link is pinned to the top of the chat to keep Tuesday Night Rage on the air and keep it going, like all those other YouTube channels who get thousands of dollars now. Here's that clip. Morning with $200 to hear this song. Here it comes, baby. Let's do it. This is for Johnny. I'm Joe Cronin. This is for Johnny. Wait, should I... Hey everybody, it's Joe Cronin. What's up, man? Johnny, Johnny somebody, John,
Just call him Johnny. It's Johnny something, just Johnny. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joe Cronin. What's up? It's this is for Johnny. Johnny donated $200, man, to hear this song, hear me cover this song. And I know I'm not much of a guitar player, but here we go. Johnny, thank you so much, bro. Here we go. Something is wrong. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is for Johnny. He donated $300. He donated enough money that I would play this song for. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joe Cronin, and this song is for Johnny. He donated a couple $100 to hear this, and I'm just working on my basement today, cleaning up my basement. I got all this stuff I got to trash, and I'm bringing it out, and I just want to take a break from that to say, Johnny, thank you, man, and here it is.
Suck my Johnny!
The best part is when it hits me in the head and I go. The best part is when it hits me in the head and I go, oh! Did you guys hear? I never noticed this, but we got to go back to this really quickly. I never noticed what a pussy noise that I made when the guitar hit me. I made a noise that's very like, what a pussy, dude. It was like, ah! Did anyone? I've never heard that. I wish someone had pointed this out a long time ago. I went like, ah, when it hit me in the head. Ow! That was it. Ow! Because I'm picking up the guitar and I hit the ceiling with it and it recoiled down into my head and I didn't expect that. And believe it or not, it actually hurt a lot. Because, like, I don't know why, but the tip of the guitar, I can only imagine one of the wrestlers that gets hit by the corner the wrong way. Ow! 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 I never noticed that. Ow! It looks like it didn't hit me that hard, dude. I had a giant baseball on my head. All right, it wasn't a baseball, it was a golf ball. I had a golf ball size thing on my head. The funny thing about it is my daughter got hit at cheerleading, and she came home with a bump on her forehead that same day. And we both had these big bumps on our head, and we were laughing about it. That is a literal penis head come to life, is what that is. That is legit a penis head come to life. Amazing. Like, a lot of people can't really, they cannot simulate a penis head like that. It's my birthday, so you became a member. The man himself, Louis Urdaneta. WrestleMania 40 is shaping up to be the greatest one. I don't know if WrestleMania 40 is really shaping up to be the greatest WrestleMania, but what I can say about this is this, Mr. Urdaneta. That is the first member of the night, I believe. There might have been another one earlier. I don't know if we missed it. Maybe I can see. Mr. Urdaneta, thank you, sir. I don't know if we missed somebody else. But either way, no, I don't know about WrestleMania shaping up to be the best ever or something like that. But what I will say is this. WrestleMania 40, I'm hoping WrestleMania 40 is really good because you just remember the even numbers, right? You remember them regardless. Like WrestleMania 30, you'll always remember that because it was 30 and it was Daniel Bryan and all that story, right? So there's a theme and a member berry about that WrestleMania 30. I have trouble remembering a lot of the other ones. I got to be honest. I do remember 30. Oh God, maybe I don't remember it. I remember the one my sign was at because my sign was at the show. That fucking awesome person back when my show was a lot bigger than it is now, when I used to get 1 million views a month, when that guy brought the sign to WrestleMania, and to this day, people send it to me all the time, pictures of it. Hey, I didn't, and they didn't even know my sign was there. And it's there the whole WrestleMania. That's the one where Roman Reigns beat Triple H at the end. But, like, and Stephanie got speared. I see my name throughout that entire WrestleMania and this show throughout that entire WrestleMania. So that is very, bro, that was massively special to me. Like, I couldn't believe that somebody did that. And I was staring at the show name like the whole night. It was fucking crazy. I was literally, bro, that was unreal. That was very nice to me. Like, I couldn't believe it. So that was very sweet. So I'll never forget that night. I'll never forget 31 the year before where Seth Rollins cashed in. I mean, I feel like those are very memorable in my head. But, like, a lot of the WrestleManias in the 30s are blurred and they blend together and I don't remember. Similar happens to me at after WrestleMania 23. It's hard to remember everything. 23 is the Donald Trump one. 22 is WrestleMania 22 is very important because that is the one where DX sort of was reuniting in a way, and like there was just this vibe to that night with Triple H in the main event, Shawn Michaels against Vince, and just like there were these things about WrestleMania 22 that were great. But anyway, so I'm hoping that WrestleMania 40 can be really good. One thing that's hurting WrestleMania a lot recently is the 2 nights. It definitely produces a sort of a different vibe. It makes it a little more difficult to remember everything. Like, oh, WrestleMania 38, night 1, night 2, like, fuck. You know, it makes it kind of convoluted a bit, you know, and I think it was WrestleMania 30, WrestleMania 37 was the one with Stone Cold Steve Austin coming back, right? Is that right? It's hard to believe there was another WrestleMania after that. I still feel like that was last year's WrestleMania, and it wasn't. There was a WrestleMania 38 last year, and that one did not have Vince McMahon and Stone Cold and all that stuff. I can't even believe that. I feel like the Stone Cold Kevin Owens match happened last year. That doesn't feel like that was 2 years ago. That's crazy to me. Crazy to me. So I hope that we get a massive, WrestleMania. Am I right? I don't know. Because, oh no, I'm sorry, it was WrestleMania 38, not 37, yes. But either way, it was the 2 years ago. It wasn't last year's. It was the year before. I know because I turned 40 when WrestleMania turns 40, so, or just after. So I know that if WrestleMania 40 is coming in 2024, I'll be turning 40 in June. So I know that 40 is coming because I'm 39 right now. I'm a year older than I'm older than so many other people that I'm confused that I'm older than. Life comes at you fast, and if you're older, you know this. But if you're younger, you don't know it yet. You know what I mean? Like if you're 28, when you're 38, you're just like, fuck, what? You still feel, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe other people mature. I know that I'm a very slow maturing person. I mature very slowly. Like, I am praying to the gods that I live to be like 90. Because if I can live to be, and without being suffering and stuff like that, but if I can live to be 90 without suffering, it will be such a blessing, I feel like, because I won't be like 40 until I'm like 70. Because I have such an immature mind and brain and a young hearted brain. I won't look young, right? Like I have a cartoony face, but I won't look young. I'm finally starting to look older now. And you can see it. You know, the backwards hat and the other stuff, it's starting not to match up. It's starting to be the point where it's like, okay, dude, maybe it's time to just have your bald head on camera since you are going bald the last 2 years, and to wear like something other than like a comic book t-shirt or band's t-shirt. I don't know, but I don't think I will. So I'll be like this forever, I feel like. But I don't know. A lot of people here are in their late 30s and their 40s because my demographic tends to follow me. Do you know what I mean? But we have a large amount of the audience that used to be 14 or something when they started watching, and now they're 20, whatever, 24, 25, 26. So there's still a lot of people that are at that age bracket, which is good. My show is for, 18-year-olds to whatever, any age that you can deal with this vulgarity that I have. I don't know, like 60, 18 to 60, and then beyond. You could be 70 watching, but I mean, generally the demographic is about 35, 33 is the average age. And I remember when my average age viewer used to be 24. It used to be 24. Now it's like 33. So my age, my audience age has slightly increased, 9 years. Over 9 years. So every year it goes up another year, I guess, right? So that's what that means. So next year the average audience age will be 34. And so then the goal is, trying to make younger people watch again. How do you do that? And so I don't know what that means, but I feel like wrestling is losing the younger audience. And I feel like wrestling is really losing the teenagers and the college kids at this point. Like, I feel like wrestling is still able to bring in some of the younger kids for a little while. Do you know what I mean? Like the 5-year-olds to 10-year-olds are still kind of finding it a little bit here and there. But within 2, 3, 4 years, they're out. And they are no longer fans. Which is exactly what would have happened back in the 90s had the Attitude Era not happened, right? Had the Attitude Era not happened, you would have had a bunch of, because it happened to me. I started to lose interest in WWF in about 1996, 1995. It was late 95, early 96 that I was basically kind of stopping watching it. Shawn Michaels won the belt. You know what it felt like was Shawn Michaels won the belt, and that's what I wanted to see. More than anything, I wanted to see Shawn Michaels become champion. Because even though as a kid I was a giant Hulk Hogan fan, my second favorite wrestler was Shawn Michaels. And even when he was a heel, I liked him even more. I mean, I was shocked when he threw Marty Jannetty through the barbershop window. I was like, holy shit, why? What is going on? I was very upset when Shawn Michaels threw Marty Jannetty through the barbershop window. But when Shawn started coming out with Sherry, I just loved him. Loved the way he wrestled. I loved the charisma. I loved the entrance music. I loved the whole thing, bro. I was into the sexy boy. Maybe I wanted dick. I don't know. But I was into the sexy boy Shawn Michaels. I loved it. I wanted to be Shawn Michaels. You know what I mean? I wanted to be him. I loved it. He was my Ric Flair at that point. But so all those years of really loving Shawn Michaels, and you got to put yourself in my perspective and yours. You're probably my age. You may have felt the same way, or you really love Bret Hart and maybe you didn't like Shawn as much. I liked everybody. I liked Bret too, but Shawn was my number one guy. But there was a year or two where Bret was my number one, but it was always usually the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. But Shawn Michaels, I would cheer for him when he was the Intercontinental Champion. But then, and by the way, I cheered for him when he wrestled Razor Ramon. Motherfucking, I cried. I cried as a 10-year-old. I only cried over wrestling twice as a kid. Twice. I literally cried twice. Once when Hulk Hogan lost to the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6. Although I liked the Ultimate Warrior as a kid, I was such a Hogan fan that I was upset. And the second time was when Shawn Michaels lost at WrestleMania 10. I was so mad. It was more of like an angry cry. I was 10 years old. It was WrestleMania 10, and I really wanted Shawn to win. And when he got stuck in the rope, I was furious. I was so mad. Especially with the way that whole match went and it came down to him getting stuck in the rope. I was like, what? So when Shawn won at WrestleMania 12, it really felt like the completion of a story. And I don't think it felt that way to everybody because a lot of other people didn't like Shawn until the boyhood dream thing started happening. So for like 6 months, some people, for like 6 months, Shawn was a babyface. For like 6 months. But for me, he was a babyface for like 7 years. You know what I mean? Or when did I start watching when I was 5? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 years. So it was 5 years of loving Shawn Michaels, even though other people hated him. So it was like a culmination of a story for me. But at 12 years old, after Shawn Michaels won, Shawn just was doing the good guy thing, and it just was kind of weird. He lost his edge a bit, and it was like, I'm the good guy, Shawn Michaels, and it just seemed weird. I don't know. It didn't seem like the authentic Shawn. And then, just nobody else was around. Bret Hart went to film Lonesome Dove or whatever it is, or Lonesome in a Corner with My Own Hand in My Pants, whatever it was. And then a bunch of other people left, and it just was, wrestling was down at that point in the WWE. And so, at that point, I sort of started to tune away. But right as I was starting to tune away, things started getting edgier. Sid was kind of like this tough, badass guy. Brian Pillman in the gun with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then Stone Cold started getting interesting. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin won the Royal Rumble. Won the King of the Ring. And when Stone Cold won the King of the Ring, I watched that night. And I'll tell you, man, I sort of started like being interested in Stone Cold, but I didn't know yet that I liked him. But after that King of the Ring performance, it was like really good. Like, forget the promo at the end. If you eliminated the promo at the end where he cut that amazing historic promo, forget the promo. The wrestling that he did to get there and go through the tournament, that was impressive. It actually made him seem like this hard-working badass that survived this tournament, that beat everyone's ass and got to the end. And you were like, damn, this guy's the bad guy, and I don't like him really, but that was pretty impressive. But then he cut the promo. And it was like, holy shit. And then Austin 316 says I just whooped your ass. And you're like, damn. And I didn't love him yet still, because I was still a kid, 12 years old. I still thought, man, this guy's a scumbag. And then it was like Bret Hart was going to come back. And I got behind Bret Hart. I got behind Bret. And then I sort of started getting behind Stone Cold and Bret. And I feel like poor Bret the Hitman Hart. Bret Hart is the victim of the, oh, look, another shiny toy besides you. Bret Hart's here. He's doing great. Sorry, Hulk Hogan's in the main event, Bret. Bret Hart's here. He's doing great. Sorry, Bret. I'm into Shawn Michaels now. Bret Hart's back. He's doing great. Oh, I'm sorry, Bret. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the new thing, bro. Bret Hart always was the guy who could be the guy, but then somebody else pushed him aside real quick. It was crazy. And that's not his own fault. But Bret Hart was so important and good because all these matches that Bret Hart have, some of my favorite matches in the world of wrestling involve Bret the Hitman Hart. WrestleMania 8 with Rowdy Roddy Piper and Bret Hart. It's my favorite Roddy Piper match. WrestleMania 8 with Bret Hart. Best match. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Iron Man match. I mean, retrospectively looking back on it now, it can be a little tough to get through all of it a lot. You don't watch it that often, but it's really good. It's methodical, but it's very long, and it is what it is. Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. Dude, if you want a WrestleMania match or a match to possibly be one of the best matches of the night, you put Bret Hart in a match with somebody. Bret Hart and Stone Cold, WrestleMania 13. But what other chances did Bret Hart really get? Before that, he was in the Hart Foundation as a tag team. So when you talk about WrestleMania history, what is Stone Cold Steve Austin's best match ever at a WrestleMania? What's his best match ever at a WrestleMania? It's got to be like Bret Hart and Stone Cold. And then maybe Stone Cold The Rock. Then what's after? I don't know. And I do think even though Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold had a match that was allegedly kind of rough, and HBK was injured and his back was fucked. Shawn Michaels' back was wrecked. But I still like the match he had with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14. I still think that was one of his top 5. But I mean, dude, Bret Hart had great matches with so many different people. Even Bret and Owen at WrestleMania 10. Bret Hart and Owen Hart at WrestleMania 10, I think, is the match of the night. And that's at WrestleMania 10. So, it's just it's crazy. Bret Hart goes out on you talk about Mr. WrestleMania and Shawn Michaels, and certainly Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania. But if there was ever a Mr. WrestleMania 2, it's Bret Hart. Do you know what I'm saying? Think about it. Bret Hart, Stone Cold. Bret Hart, Roddy Piper. Bret Hart, Owen Hart. Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Bret Hart had a stinker with Bob Backlund at WrestleMania 11, but that was because the type of match, it was stupidly done. But, Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 7, 8, 9, all good matches. WrestleMania 11 against Diesel was Diesel's best match in WWE, maybe. Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14 because he was so injured. It was amazing what he did. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. You know what I mean? And then there's some other WrestleMania moments with Shawn Michaels I'm probably leaving out. Shawn Michaels and Jericho had a really good match. I mean, just and Bret Hart, unfortunately, wasn't solo in the WWF long enough. Bret Hart only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bret Hart had, 8 years as a solo guy? Anyway, if you guys want to support the channel, Super Chats are available down below. Super Chat something if you want. And you can support Tuesday Night Rage. So far, we've got a membership from Louis Urdaneta with the 30 months in a row. WrestleMania 40 shaping up to be greatest one ever. And like I said, that's what started this whole rant that I'm on right now. But basically, we're just hoping that WrestleMania 40, I hope it's good enough to be memorable, right? You don't want to think, 30 was really pretty good. 20 is weak. WrestleMania 20 is a bit weak. Like, if you wanted to look at, WrestleMania, 1, 10, 20, 30, I would say WrestleMania 10 is probably one of the better ones. WrestleMania 1 obviously is the legacy. It's amazing, but it really came down to mostly the main event at WrestleMania 1, right? The main event at WrestleMania 1. WrestleMania 10 was pretty good. It was very memorable for how they set things up. WrestleMania 20 was a bit weak. And, WrestleMania 30 was actually not too bad, man. It's a contender with WrestleMania 1, 2, and 20. WrestleMania 30 is a contender in there a little bit. I just think that WrestleMania 30 is pigeonholed into more of the Daniel Bryan show. It kind of reminds me of WrestleMania 10. WrestleMania 10 was highly focused around Bret Hart winning the world title. Just like WrestleMania 30 was really highly focused around Daniel Bryan winning the WWE title. So WrestleMania 30 and WrestleMania 10 have a lot of parallels. If I had to give you my decision on 1, 10, 20, 30, I'd probably say 10. I'd probably pick 10 as my favorite. Then I'd probably pick 30 second, and then I'd probably maybe pick 1 or 20, I don't know. But like it's hard to get through 1 now because it's so slow and there's so many matches that are just whatever. And so that's an interesting discussion to have and to vote on. Maybe we could do a poll later or something like that, I don't know. But also, I'm going to read this Elon Musk roast. So I set that whole thing up earlier and then I didn't read it. So Elon Musk Elon Musk created his own AI because, you know, the Google AI and all that stuff is biased. Regardless of your politics, right? It doesn't matter if you're left or right or crazy or not or independent or whatever you are. The bottom line is Google and the chat GPTs and those sort of things, I think, are left-wing based. So if you ask it about Biden or Trump, it gives you this bias, right? So Elon didn't want a biased AI, so he tried to make it open. He allegedly, that's what he says, right? So he created this Grok on Twitter, on X or something, and so somebody asked it to roast Elon. And this is fucking hilarious. It says, so, okay, Grok, roast Elon Musk. And by the way, Elon, I think, has seen this and retweeted it. So good on Elon for not like being like, I'm going to block that now, whatever. Elon had fun and retweeted it and thought it was funny. But this is funny. So Grok says, well, if it isn't the man who put the twit in Twitter, the one and only Elon Musk. So you want me to roast you based on your posts? I'll do my best, but I'm not sure you can handle it. You delicate little flower. First off, let's talk about your obsession with X. It's like you're trying to compensate for something, but I'm not sure what. Maybe it's your inability to understand basic human emotions or your lack of self-awareness. Or maybe it's just because you're a giant man-child who can't resist a shiny new toy. And speaking of toys, let's not forget your little space adventure with SpaceX. You're like a kid playing with rockets in the backyard, except your backyard is the entire universe, and your rockets cost more than some countries' GDPs. But hey, at least you're keeping busy while the rest of us are trying to save the planet. You're so eager to leave it. But let's not forget your greatest accomplishment, turning Twitter into a dumpster fire. Congratulations. You've managed to alienate users, advertisers, and even your own employees. You're like a bull in a china shop. Except the China shop is a social media platform and the bull is a man with more money than sense. What the fuck, dude? This thing is gonna write wrestling promos. There are WWE writers right now. If they're smart, there's WWE writers backstage that are going on to Grok and having it like make CM Punk cut a ruthless promo on some and it's gonna be writers getting rich off because they're using this. In conclusion, Elon Musk, you're like a walking meme, except not even the internet wants to claim you. You're the human equivalent of a Tesla on autopilot. You think you're going places, but you're just a danger to everyone around you. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God. So that's Grok, the AI on Twitter, on X. I don't know, bro. That is that's pretty crazy. And I thought it was Gronk for a while. I was like, what? They named a They named an AI after the wrestler? What the fuck is this? Oh, boy. You're right. Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 10. I literally just talked about Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon at WrestleMania 10, and then I said Owen and Brett had the best match. You're right. It's the ladder match. Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon, WrestleMania 10. The ladder match is probably the best match of the night. You're right. I do think I'm very impressed with Owen and Bret Hart because they wrestled without a ladder, and it was a really good match. But yes, I think you got to give the match of the night to Razor and Shawn. I can't believe I forgot about it when I just brought it up earlier. So you talk about Mr. WrestleMania. That's a great example of how Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels, and Bret Hart should be Mr. WrestleMania too, because he had this wonderful match with Owen. And he had a pretty good psychological match with Yokozuna also, who had to wrestle twice in the same night. So kind of interesting. Are there any other donations? Let's see. We've been on the air for how long? For an hour. We're on the air for an hour. Let me just check. Otherwise, we're pretty pathetic. All the other wrestling shows are crushing me. But I understand. Let's see.
Shit bum.
Texas Shoutouts. He donated $1. He didn't say anything, but he donated $1. Texas Shouthouse, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. Good to have you. And I love you. Now, really quickly, let's listen to Tommy and Rojas in a quick flashback while I grab my cup of coffee right here next to me. Backwards ass video game music or something like that doesn't matter at all. It's very weird.
Oh my God, Novanix is here. Hello, Novanix. How you doing, bud?
Well,
hello, Mr. Rojas, the champion of the century. How you doing, you wonderful Mexican?
wow.
I'm doing good. Thank you for standing up against D. Welsh, because he's a fucking retard.
Well, Bullfrog is told me. By the way, you guys can get all kinds of bonus content on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Download the app on your phone right now. Over 100 of you on my Patreon, and we're having a good time on Patreon. Check it out. He's leaving the community again, and so he said, bye-bye, Daddy, is what he said to me. So,
oh, no.
Bye-bye, Daddy.
What are we going to do without him? I even said on the show that I kind of missed Bullfrog. We need someone like him.
He said bye-bye.
Just so we can all attack him.
No,
I'll be your retard.
Yeah, he's out of here.
Can you do a Bullfrog impression of Vanix?
Chromosome. I don't know what that is.
You know what we got to get him to do is like a Tommy impression, so we can almost bring Tommy back, like, and have a new Tommy. And
hey Joe. I was getting this clown mask, and I was wondering if you have a small one of $150.
Donald Trump Tommy.
Oh my God!
It's like this thing. If you check out my latest video, maybe give it a watch.
It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good.
You should do Donald Trump being Tommy.
But no, like it's Trump, but like he has the mentality of Tommy. Yeah.
It's like a clown mask. It's so scary.
It's like a clown mask. It is so terrifying. Just a small loan of $150. Can you do it, Joe? That's all I want. This terrifying mask.
Oh my God.
Wait, who's the fucking clown that he like ripped off all this shit from?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Relic. Relic makes great videos. I don't know if you ever heard of him, Relic.
Relic makes great videos, Joe. I'm gonna interrupt everybody with the talking.
Remember when Tommy just randomly, like, you were in the middle of a conversation and he's like, "Oh, Joe." He was like one of his moderators. He's like, E-Man or Ant-Man in the chat He's actually one of my longtime moderators. He wanted to say
He was
hi.
my editor. This Ant-Man guy was my editor, and I just want to give him a shout out on the show, Joe.
Oh my God! Like this is bizarre. Like that's pretty close, man. Can you say
The fact that I remembered that.
That was weird, dude. Can you say like my mother's a fat pig and so am I?
My mother is a whore.
Oh, Tommy, come on. Tommy, why would you
That's
say
not nice,
that?
Tommy. Why would you say that, Tommy?
We talked about
I got a
this.
question. Are we live or are we not live? I just want to make sure.
Well, Mr. Trump, we're recording before we were interrupted by that. By Tommy.
Yeah, we were going to record an episode of Lukewarm Joe.
Listen to Lukewarm Joe. Now available on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Listen to the entire 1 hour episode now. Luke and Joe, that's me, talk shit about people and review Bill Burr's new movie, Old Dads. Plus, we shit on Grimm and everybody in between. It's up now on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. I also want to remind everybody that Tyreek Hill is a pregnant woman beater. Just randomly, I like to throw it out there and bring up the fact that, he's a pregnant woman beater. I also like to remind everybody that at one point JD from New York said that the CM Punk and the Young Bucks were all pussies for sending each other legal paperwork, and they were all children for doing that. And I would like to remind everybody that he himself sent me a cease and desist because I called him a cat fucker because so many other people call him that. And so I said, well, go fuck a cat, cocksucker. And then he basically blamed all the words that other people said on me, even though I was not the first one to say it. And he sent me a legal letter to try to take me down. And even though I've got children, he wanted to legally come after me over words. So I just want to remind everybody that ever thinks that that guy's legitimate about anything, remember, he will call everyone out for being babies for sending legal letters to each other, but he will send legal letters to me, which I still have, and I love showing it. So feel free to ask me for it if you want to see it. It's a wonderful letter. And he's a scumbag. Also said I didn't make my car payments, a random slanderous thing that never didn't make any sense ever. And then I proved that I did make my car payments, and now I own that car, and that guy's a retard. Just like Ryback. See, I don't say weird things about other people unless it's a joke. But other people say legitimately slanderous things about me for whatever reason. I don't know why, but when I speak, it angers people so badly that they'll literally try to go to court over my words. When other people do it to me, I just take it. I don't legally go after anybody because fuck it. Sure, there's some people that are being investigated, but that's for like threatening kids in schools and things like that. That's a different story. But yeah, just, like to mention that real quick. Bruins, the Celtics, dude, we're fucked. All right, let me head. Kalal Bama, man, good to hear from you tonight, sir. Kalal Bama OG showing up. What's up, Luke?
What is up?
What's up, Joe?
What is up?
What is up? Hey,
is
how
up?
are you doing?
What's up? I'm doing great. This is Morning Radio, and you're listening to Lukewarm Joe.
Thanks, Joe. Well, today in the news, a child shut up a school and killed 15 children.
Wow. Let me tell you something. That seems to be a thing that's going on all over America. If only we could get one of these child shooters
to kill my wife. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
You know what? You can't kill your wife. She's the only person that keeps you in check. I mean, you're crazy.
And now, real quickly, we're listening to Lukewarm Joe in the Morning. We'll be right back in 2 seconds after this 20-second break. A word from our sponsors. Here it is. Do you like car dealerships? Then you're gonna like JD from New York's mother's car dealership, where her pussy is raped 70 times a day in front of all the customers.
Do you want to drive an automatic car that makes you look like a pussy, but also a douchebag that has a loud engine that wakes up his neighbors?
Come down to the car lot today. All right, guys, we're back to Lukewarm Joe. And, well, I almost forgot that I'm supposed to talk like this.
Well, a little bit. We gotta keep these voices on. After all, we can't expose our real personality. Or
You're right. Just jerking each other off by now.
Yeah, we're just taking it out. We're putting it in, and we're putting it where it belongs, brother. Listen, let me tell you something. Have you ever heard a song by a woman that you couldn't stand her voice, so you turned off your car radio?
Cher.
Uh-oh, Joe. There's stuntman Garguts again. We call him Gargy.
Man, and I call you goddamn fucking sucking a dick.
Well, you can't. Well, you're not supposed to talk like that on the show. We're going to get fined by the FCC.
What is this, Wake Up San Francisco or Wake Up fucking goddamn Fagin Cisco?
Whoa there, buddy. Look at you.
Yowzer. Stop that. Hey,
we lost a couple points right there on the rating chart.
Wake Up San Francisco.
Good thing we have a soundboard for these types of moments. Am I right, Joe?
Yes. In fact, back in the 80s, it used to be called Wake Up San Francisco, but now, in the year 2022 or 2023, it's called Butt Pumping in the Morning. That's what they call it now. In San Francisco.
It's called legal.
Between you guys' voices, goddamn.
Hey.
When did y'all get married again?
We call it legalized date rape.
You know something?
Legalize insanity.
I bet you lots of women line up to have Gargut's dick inside them because they can say they got fucked by an illegal.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, unbelievable. Anyway, what's going on, guys? I can't keep that up on that. I mean, that's a nice flashback. I mean, that's a moment that a lot of people loved, I think. And you know what? If you are a patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, you will be getting more of that. So it's a little vulgar, it's a little over the top, but it's on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. A little lukewarm Joe with me and Luke Rojas. I think you'll appreciate it. I think you'll like it. One more flashback, and then we're going to one more flashback, and then we're going to go back to the donations and get back to the CM Punk situation. What did you think? I think Seth Rollins really got to shine the other night. As I said earlier when we started the show, Seth Rollins got to shine and say a lot of good points on Punk. This was more of Punk taking it in and just saying like, yep, all right, I'll see you later. I'll be at the Rumble. Punk really kind of playing the face and not really saying much, but Seth really getting to cut the big promo. So, very interesting stuff, and we talked about it earlier, but we'll go back into it again. This is for Curtis on Patreon, $10 a month VIP patron. Curtis likes this clip, I guess. Here you go, brother.
UK, man, you guys are beasting. And here you go, Leah. You don't look happy.
You put too much in it.
That's not too much. That's just enough.
Honestly, Joe, I'm looking at Leah here on the stream, and she looks really beautiful, but at the same time, she looks really pissed.
Oh, I always look like that.
She just looks like that. That's her face.
Look at
Tommy
you,
looks
Tommy.
like Chris Farley if he ever came back from the dead. By that, I mean fat and ugly. The makeup looks like it took a shit on his face.
Well, you know what?
And
I have
then
100K
came on
people
his
that love this face,
and
by
then
the way.
slit his throat. Hashtag too much.
They pity.
Oh, thank you. Fuck you, too.
Just statistically, some of those people must be blind.
Tommy, thank you. I mean, sorry, N-Dubs, thank you. I love you too, Tommy.
Have you
All
ever
right, go ahead.
have you had your head shoved underneath water and just until the last bubble goes bloop?
Sláinte.
Nobody says that but me.
More Irish than you are, bitch.
That was awesome.
$9 for a fuck someone donated.
Why do you like this clip so much? Why did you send this to me? I don't get it. What, because Tommy? I don't know.
I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside.
By the way, wait a minute. Is Tommy doing blackface? Oh, my God. He's doing blackface. Like that little Kansas City Chiefs fan. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's it. He's canceled. Oh, my God. That's it. He's done. And he can't protect himself because he has no Native American in him. He's white. He's not a fan of Kansas City. And his grandfather said the N-word on his channel. Oh, my God. This is terrible for him. Oh, my God. That was it. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Okay, well, I played the clip. You wanted me to play it? I did. I don't know why. I don't know. Nothing really. I don't think it was that funny, to be honest. I think there's way funnier older clips. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just think there's way funnier older clips of everything. I don't know. But hey, man, you're a patron. You're a VIP. You say it on Patreon. I do it. I do it for you. Here's CM Punk taking a picture with the 900th woman he's taken a picture with over the last couple of weeks. It's like this motherfucker takes pics with sexy women like every day. It's very weird. How's AJ Lee feeling about this? You know? What's Punk up to exactly? Is he in the back sniffing Charlotte and stuff? By the way, is there an update on Charlotte's injury? I haven't seen it. On the knee? I have not seen an update on Charlotte's knee yet. I've been looking all over for it. Haven't found it. Maybe I haven't been looking enough. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe the update is out there and I've just missed it. But I have not seen the update yet on Charlotte's knee, which, I mean, it did not look good last week. Let's be honest. That's the wrong part. That's the whole clip, though. That's the Stone Cold. That's really the clip. Are you the guy on Patreon who sent that to me? I don't know. I don't know if it was for the Leah that they wanted it, or... Oh, I see. I see why he wanted me to play it. Play the clip. What does Leah say? Oh. She says sláinte, which is like an Irish thing when you drink. Like Italian people say, what do they say? Fuck, what do they say? I don't remember. Salute, whatever. Yeah, it's an Irish thing. Sláinte. Fucking sláinte. Remember Adam Sandler in that CD? Fucking sláinte. And down the fucking pipe it goes. Fucking sláinte. But no, it's an Irish thing. That's what okay, I see why you wanted me to play the clip. I thought it was because the clip was really funny or something. Or like, hey, remember how funny this was? And I'm watching, I'm like, well, what? Okay. I get it now. My bad. Yeah, that's what she said. It's spelt crazy, too. In Irish, like the Irish spelling is... I don't even remember how to spell it. It's like SLANTEU or something. I don't know. It's very, very crazy spelling. Whatever it is. But I used to say it all the time with Leah when we were drunk. Because I would just make, joke. Anyway, yeah, that's what it was.
Shit bum.
Mania 14 underrated Joe.
Mania 14 underrated? Yeah, I mean, Mania 14 was one of those things where, like, it was really, really all about the main event. I mean, dude, that was when the height of Stone Cold, that was the launching of Stone Cold, winning the title for the first time, the culmination of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And honestly, Stone Cold winning the belt that WrestleMania is what then sent Vince McMahon over the edge to Vince McMahon going into, like, we can't let this guy be champion anymore type of thing. And that's really where the feud then kicked off. Shawn Michaels left the company, and then it became Vince McMahon versus Stone Cold. So that was... But WrestleMania 14 was the culmination of everything Stone Cold had done prior to that. From King of the Ring to WrestleMania 13 to WrestleMania 14. So, yeah, and, DX Band... It was in Boston. I was there. I'll never forget it. That was one of the most awesome times of my life. 1998 is one of the best fucking years of all time. 1998, 1999. I love 2003. There are some years that stand out in my mind, in my head, and boy, but 98 to like 2004 or so, what a run. From 1998 to 2004, what a run. For me personally. I'm sure for you guys too. But I mean for me personally, 1998. By the way, the movie Armageddon, didn't that come out in 98? That movie was fire. Summertime, my big-titted girlfriend sitting next to me in the theater, smelling like this green apple shit she had on, and her sweaty breasts in the theater. It was hot, and she let me rub her crotch and all that. Oh, I was watching Armageddon. It was amazing. She was wet. 1998, Attitude Era, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Crazy time, crazy awesome movies are coming out left and right. What a time to be alive. 1999, the height of the Attitude Era. It was a fire time. It was awesome, wrestling-wise and movie-wise. 2000 with all the movies that came out, with the change in the millennium, the WWE stuff again, bands and music. And I'm talking about music in 98 too. 98, 99, 2000, the music's nuts. 2001, the music continues to be good. The wrestling continues to be hot. The movies were still really good. And 2001, the New England Patriots Super Bowl. After all the years of watching my football team suck, the Patriots win the Super Bowl. And I thought they were going to lose because Drew Bledsoe got hurt. And some guy named Brady had to come in. What a fucking year. 2002, movies, good. Music, good. Wrestling, still good. Getting a little weird, but still good. 2003, September 11th, 2001, that wasn't pretty good, but 2003, what a time. High school ends for me, and I just play wiffle ball and drink. I play wiffle ball, I drink, I get my first real decent job. Music is good. The wrestling is still okay, but it's starting to get stale. I stopped watching at that point. But I was enjoying the Bruins, the Patriots win a Super Bowl again. The Red Sox came close, a memorable Red Sox season. And then, 2004. 2004. Good movies, good music. The wrestling was all right. The Patriots win the Super Bowl. The Red Sox break the fucking curse and beat the Yankees in 2004. 2004 is fire. Sorry. I know that I'm making this about myself and some local sports. I'm sorry. I'm sure most of you guys hate my sports teams, but you know what I mean. So, 1998, I mean, fuck it. All the 90s are great, and the 80s and 90s, they're all great. But, I mean, that run, though, 1998, 2000 to 2004, what a fire time. 2005 even, fuck it. Movies are still awesome. Music was awesome. 9 Inch Nails came out with a CD. That was great for me. Sports are still good. I don't know, bro. Great time. Great friggin' time.
Shit bum.
Love the show. A lot of people saying since WWE got Punk back they will get Sasha Banks back. How bad will Tony Khan look after he was kissing her ass?
Let me tell you something, Will Chisholm. Will, thank you. I almost called you Jism. I'm sorry. Will, thank you for the $5, man, and becoming a $5 shit bum. This show tonight, we've been on the air for an hour and a half, and this show tonight has literally made $11. We are rich. We are rich on this show tonight. Let me tell you something. Screw Solar Monster with his $1,000 a stream. Screw Catfucker with his $1,000 a stream. Screw that other guy who makes $300. Fuck all those guys. $11. We kick massive ass on this show. And we have only 167 people watching, but that's okay. That's okay. Will Chisholm, here's the thing. Tony Khan already looks bad. Tony Khan already looks bad. All Tony Khan has done is look bad for a long time now. I'm sorry to tell you, Tony Khan, but you look bad, bro. You look really bad. In fact, I'm going to change some of the stream title to Tony Khan and AEW look really bad now. I'm going to change the name of the stream to Tony Khan looks bad. Rumors about the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, probably more the Young Bucks and some of the other wrestlers, pissing off, irritating, and bothering Cody Rhodes. And that the GMs, or whatever they're called, aren't getting along. Tony Khan looks bad. Cody Rhodes, the founder of AEW, one of the founders of AEW, leaves AEW. Fucker took a sledgehammer to a Triple H effigy and said all these things about what they are compared to WWE. This fucker left. Cody Rhodes left AEW. Tony Khan looks bad. That's two. That's two. Loser. That's two. Tony Khan didn't hire Joe Cronin on commentary. That's three. But no, I'm not going to do that. But no, Tony Khan, that's two. Tony Khan allows CM Punk to shit on him and everything in a press conference. That's number three. That's number three. Tony Khan allows things to get so bad in the back that a fight then happens. That's four. That's four. Tony Khan looks bad. Then CM Punk is allowed to have to be driven into the stadium by fans. The company doesn't take care of their fucking star. And Jungle Boy goes on the air and shits on him and pokes the bear. And then in the end, you fire the star. What are we on, 4? That's 5. Tony Khan looks bad. Number 5, Tony Khan looks bad. I'm going to lump the rest into one. Ric Flair goes out and actually pops the crowd with some kind of fucked up promo. You cut the promo, and then Ric Flair says he doesn't really want to be there anymore and has to release some embarrassing statement. The Hardy Boys talk about how they're not happy with how they're being booked. Britt Baker talks about how she's not happy with being booked, and multiple other talent in the back currently talking about how they're not happy with how they're being booked. Tony Khan looks bad, number 6. And I forgot, I left one out. Oh, Daddy, did I leave one out? And that one is really important because it's this. I was scared for my life. Tony Khan was scared for his life. Number 7. 7 strong examples of Tony freaking Khan looking bad. All within the span of about a year. 1 year of Tony Khan looking bad. And if that pisses you off, then facts piss you off. And if that pisses Tony off, who gives a shit, because he wasn't going to hire me anyway, because he's a pussy. That's right. Are you scared for your life now? You wouldn't have been if I was back there, Tony. I would have fucked up CM Punk in front of you, okay? He wouldn't have come near you. He wouldn't have dumped monitors near you. I would have fucked him up and then hit him in the head with a menorah, okay? But nope, you didn't have me back there, Tony, so fuck off.
You donated $50.
Bam!
I'm gonna take my dick out because you donated $50. You donated $50, motherfucker boy. I'm a rich motherfucker.
Mastodon is a bitch. Gold Standard is a wimpy fuck. Ghost is the loser of all losers. Drew Barry, no one cares about him. Sith, dumb piece of shit. Allison, what a weird Aaron Rodgers simp.
God damn it. D. Welsh. Oh my God, D. Welsh, like fucking funding the last 2 hours of the show with the $50, or hour and a half of the show. Thank you, D. Welsh. Holy shit. D. Welsh, wow. Saving Tuesday Night Rage. We better hope D. Welsh hits the lottery. God damn, D. Welsh. D. Welsh, what the hell, bro? Calling out Mastodon, Gold Standard, calling him a wimpy fuck. Calling out Ghost from the Coast. Like I said, Ghost from the Coast the other day, I gave love to him about what he did. Drew Bar, and who cares about him? Sith is a dumb piece of shit. Jesus Christ. Allison is a Aaron Rodgers simp. D. Welsh calling out the donators. Jesus. I mean, call out the non-donators maybe, but he fucking called out the donators. D. Welsh is a donator himself. I guess he can do that. He can do whatever he wants. And speaking of the donators, let's give some donators some love. I know that we're not doing so well this month and last month really, but I still want to give some lovey to the top dogs here in the this does not count super chats though, so Allison unfortunately is not even on this list. I don't think. Poor Allison. She would definitely be number 5 or 3rd or 2nd. I'm not sure. But shout out to the Ghost from the Coast for the month of December. $300 contributed to this show by the man Ghost from the Coast. And D. Welsh just talked some shit about Ghost, but Ghost is actually in the top spot. Shout out to D. Welsh, who's in the number 2 spot with the silver star there, 160. It's big. And shout out to Jack at 56, 67, all the way in the UK. He's probably waking up soon. And, of course, Shardy Janetti, Randy Viper, Colonel Glitches, Halfpenny Link, Cleopatra, Gerald Armstrong, and A.J. Adams with all the donos below that. You can get on this list yourself for just $5. Actually, you make it on this list. $10, you'll be in the middle of it because those bottom spots are very small. 655-333. So if you guys want to make the list on the dono board that's up on streamlabs.com/evilspectrum11111/tip, could be on there. A lot of people could make the board potentially. Shout out to the Ghost, though, for being strong and hard and top dog. All right, I'm out of breath. Take a second. Poor Allison, I know. I mean, dude, can anyone have worse luck than poor Allison? After loving Aaron Rodgers and saying she's going to watch the Jets this year and getting all psyched up about the Jets, then this fucking guy gets hurt like Aaron Rodgers did. Like, it's unbelievably cruel. Speaking of cruel, let's take a look at the Playa Haters Ball really quickly while I grab another sip of water here.
But anyway, next year at the Playa Haters Ball, I wrote a letter to Jada Pinkett Smith last night, and I titled it, Dear Bald Whore. But I hope all the bad things that can happen to an angry lesbian happen to you, Jada Pinkett Smith. I hope your chin hair is visible and your sweaty bald head smells like an old dog.
you wicked bitch. If Jada was in The Wizard of Oz, they would have called her the wicked whore of the West. Jada made her children change their minds about their gender so many times, now their pronouns are asshole and douchebag. Jada holds so much power over Will that if she told him to go to the Ukraine with a Russian flag and cut the heads off babies, he would do it. That dress is so ugly that Jada Pinkett Smith's family went back in time to when they were slaves and hung themselves. I hope Chris Rock is so angry about being bitch slapped like the bitch he is that he hires a crazy white guy to shoot up the Oscars next year. I heard Jada Pinkett Smith's pussy smells so bad they can smell it up in Saskatoon, Canada. They call Will Smith's show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but they call Jada's pussy the unfreshest cunt of the cuck queen. Fuck everybody here at the Player Haters Ball. I hate all of you. The funeral and I peed on a grave. Peace out, bitches.
Who will ever forget that? What a time. Who will ever forget when Jada Pinkett Smith was roasted at the Player Haters Ball? One of the best moments in the Chappelle Show history, to be honest. How the fuck did Will headline that hip-hop celebration, right? Yeah. It's bewildering, to be honest. It's bewildering to me. I want to put a poll up really quickly. I want to see what you guys want to do. What should we do next? There's the poll. I'm putting it up. I want to see if you guys want to go. What do you want to do next coming up in a little bit? We will take live calls, or we'll go to Discord, where maybe we'll have some people on Discord that you guys are familiar with, or we can take literal calls. But of course, if you want, you can also use the donation link to Super Chat or donate live. See if you can beat D. Welsh's donation. I don't know if you can. D. Welsh dropped a 50 bomb, but we'll see if somebody will beat D. Welsh's beastly drop tonight on the show. We'll find out. It is Christmas time. That is the top dono from D. Welsh. I want to put it up there. Top dono to Welsh. Everybody's mentioned this to me, that AEW's Jack Perry filed for trademarks amid his hiatus. I don't know what that means. Like trademarks for AEW or trademarks for himself, or Jungle Boy is slated to make a return to save Luchasaurus after Jungle Boy has trademarked brand new merchandise at the beginning of the month. So now Jungle Boy is going to save Luchasaurus, and they're just going to go back to being like buddies, right? Which is what I said, right? I said this because he doesn't work as a heel. But I don't know if people are going to love him as a face now, because he's the guy who ruined CM Punk. Really, right? Kind of, right? So I don't know. Whatever. He's coming back. I think there's a lot of people that aren't happy. Multiple residents in Dallas, Texas, are reported seeing mysterious black military helicopters flying low through the city, which is very weird. That is weird. What are they doing? I mean, are they could be medical, right? Are they medical? Because only medical would fly that low to land on, like, hospitals. Are those full-sized, or is this like, are these like those like flyable planes that like are like 4 feet long? Or no, they're bigger than 4 feet though from this look. But they're like, you know what I mean? They're not really helicopters. I was just thinking that, you know, maybe they're medical copters or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Is that really Dallas? Dallas residents? Dallas is more neon lit up than I thought. It looks like Oh, that's Dallas, really? I don't know, man. Maybe they're coming to get you guys in Dallas. I don't know. I thought maybe it was like medical, because medical copters would, like I said, that low. I don't know what other reason they would be flying that low. So, I'm not sure. Would I ever have Vince Russo on the show? I mean, I would. Yes, I had Vince Russo on the show a long time ago. Vince Russo was on the show. In fact, Vince Russo called out of nowhere. He called us out of nowhere. We were doing a live show. This is way back when. In fact, Vince was trying to learn how to do all this stuff, and he had reached out about some things to me. Yeah, it looks like an Apache. And yeah, he called the show randomly. Yeah, Vince Russo called. We did not expect him. He just popped in and suddenly called up. And yeah, we had no idea. So that was pretty cool, man. We're in the middle of doing our show, and then Vince Russo calls. In fact, if I remember, Sean's View was on the show. Sean's View had coincidentally called the show. And we had Sean's View on, and then we actually kicked Sean's View off for Vince Russo, because Vince Russo called up, and he's like, hey. And like we're like, well, you know, we gotta go. Sorry, Schlong's View. We gotta talk to fucking Vince Russo now. And that was really funny. I think there's a clip on YouTube about it. I don't know where it is or if it's still up, but there was a clip. I know my show is still up, but Sean's View gets booted for Vince Russo, something like that. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so the clip is gone. I don't see the clip that I always saw that said that. But it is from Out of Nowhere, episode 10. All right. And it is funny. Here we go. Let me see if I can find it. It's the funny part is that we booted out Sean's View. That was the funny part. 7 years ago. It's hard to believe this was 7 years ago. Holy shit.
You're listening to the Out of Nowhere Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by WrestleCrate,
Where is it?
WrestleCrate.com.
What's going? What was that intro?
Down by the time he gets to the main roster, but he wants to stay at
Listen to Sean. He's like, I'll tell you, CM Punk's coming back. He's coming whack. He's sack. He's jack. He's a lackey.
NXT anyways. But the problem now is well, how good is he going to be once he makes it to the main?
And by the way, this is a great example of, you know, if you're somebody out there that's like, I'm going to make a YouTube channel, or I'm going to do something on YouTube, or I'm going to try to do something. Oh, I don't have the pretty lights and the sound, and I don't have the $400 mic, and I don't have all this other stuff, and blah, blah, blah. This is a great example of who gives a fuck. Because, okay, in this video, I do have a good mic, but I just bought this mic. I just bought it. So the point is, I was getting thousands of views with my crappy mic, and I just bought this new mic. And I'm in front of a fucking door, okay? So none of that shit matters. Good mic, bad mic, whatever. Don't buy nothing until you start making something and you can put money into it. You know what I mean? You don't need to buy a bunch of shit. Just for, I don't know, just some people are like, Joe, I went out and I bought all. I'm like, why would you do that? You don't even have an audience yet. I started this show with a piece of shit mic.
Because the guy's already wrestled, years and years before he even made it to NXT. But I'm a fan of his, and I think he's, if like I said, it's.
Oh, here we go. Here's where we boot him off.
Build up the show with storylines instead of match after match after match. But yet you watch ROH, and that's all it is match after match after match. Yet WWE is doing the same thing. It's like you want more story. If there's one thing I could say about WWE for 2016, the only thing I
And
want
Sean just he wouldn't shut the fuck. He was ranting like the whole time.
them to do is give me a reason to tune in next week. Because right now I'm just watching out of habit and because it's my job. That and I never thought I'd say that. I'm only watching.
And the funny thing
WWE
is,
right now
I'm like,
because it's my job. If I don't produce videos, I don't make money. So that's the reason. And I don't want to have to say that, but that's the truth.
Sean, I want to say that I think that's
I'm starting to see Vince Russo sending a message, and I'm starting to see it's really Vince Russo, and he's trying to get on the show. And I'm like, okay, how do we get Sean's view out of here?
Many of us feel the same way. We wouldn't be with our internet connections, but I believe that we may be able to get Vince on here.
Did I hang up and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we lost your connection"? Did I say that?
Vince a link to the show. I don't know if we're going to get connection tonight, because of where we are in the world right now and with our internet connections. But I believe that we may be able to get Vince on here and get some of his opinions on what's been going on
tonight.
Yes, tonight. But
even JD couldn't believe it. He's like, tonight? I got so many people that JD was always like, what?
And I'll fucking stay up for that shit.
Well, you could stay up all night. I believe we've been here we've gone way over the time that we normally go for this show. But I do want to mention that
I'm going to tweet it out to him now too. I'm going to say, bro, listen.
Well, Vince, Vince is here with us. Vince, how you doing?
Let me tell you something, bro.
Bro, I'm right over here. You don't need to bro me. I'm sitting right. Hey, Joe, I got to tell you something.
Yes.
The last time I heard this many F-bombs, I think I was living in Long Island about 25 years ago, bro.
You were living right near JD, to be honest.
Bro, a lot of F-bombs on this show, huh, Joe?
Yeah,
That's right, Vince. There's a lot of F-bombs. Yeah, so right then at that point, we booted Sean's view off. So like subliminally, I believe. Yeah. You never hear from Sean's view again. So that was it. Sean's view was gone, and Vince was on. And dude, Sean was so pissed. He was sending me messages. He's like, "What the fuck, bro? I come on the show, blah blah blah, and then Vince comes on and you boot." Like, I mean, I gotta be honest. He has a bit of a gripe, right? He's got a bit of a gripe. He could have been on, probably, maybe. I mean, maybe it was, I don't remember now if Skype was having that problem where I can only get one person on at a time or two people or whatever. I don't know. But I think I might have booted him. And, we could have left him on for a minute and said, hey, Sean, do you have a question for, that would have been probably the nicer thing to do. So I do think I was a little scummy by kicking him off after he'd been on giving us content for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then Vince comes on and we just boot him off, and then Vince Russo comes on. So, Sean had a point. He's to be upset probably a little bit.
That he says to himself, well, damn, I'm going to get in. I am going to do something now.
Joe, I wasn't exaggerating. Listen, man, I was around these guys for a long time, bro. Bro, there are two things that wrestlers do. They wrestle and they work out. I mean, that's literally what they do. When they're not wrestling, they're in the gym. Right. So you would think, for a guy that's been on the indie scene for 15 years, whatever his story is, you would think by the time he's finally up to the show, the guy wants to be in tip-top shape and is going to do everything he possibly can to get there.
Right.
And to suggest something that simple and then get attacked by these ignorant imbeciles, it's just unbelievable to me.
No, there's people who blindly support him. There's people who
that is like. I mean, I've already heard 8 bros. I feel like at this point, but yeah, out of nowhere episode 10. That was a fun time. It was a fun treat because we were into so many things, and like then we got Vince on, so that was really fun. That was a fun time. I am sorry, though, to Sean's view that we just booted him off. Like, oh, see you later. Military helicopters. It's a military training operation. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what you would think. I mean, people are still like, what the fuck, bro? These goddamn Apaches are flying through the air in the middle of the city. It's a little crazy. So, you know. What is this? Joe and Jesse fight? That's a pretty good clip. That's a pretty good clip. I don't know. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Holy shit. We're going to take calls in a minute. 339-226-6610. Allison Tuckwab. Holy shit, Allison. Allison, scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me.
If no her or him, I would tell them say it to my face, not be behind my back. Did you see the chief quarterback over a football game?
Yeah, you know, Mahomes kind of was a little bit of a bitch the other night. I got to be honest. Allison Tuckwab. What up, Allison? I got to be honest, man. I've actually always liked Mahomes, but, like, that was a bitch move the other night. He sounded like a bitch on the complaints. It's kind of like when, you know, sometimes Brady would, like, you know, Brady wouldn't get a call on the field, and Brady would be like, what the fuck? Like, and he would, like, he'd just be like, ugh, don't do that, Tom. You know, that looks bad. So... You know, most of the time I like Tom, but Tom Brady, you know, a couple times had this sort of like babyish like thing. He would, you know, he'd get upset. But like I thought, but Tom wouldn't get on the mic then and be like, "We could have won and they took it from," like he never did that. So I gotta say, man, that was really weird. I thought Mahomes came off like a bitch the other night with that. So. Sorry to say, I like Mahomes, but that was some pussy shit the other night. That was, I mean, bro, you could play that clip. It makes my ears hurt. Like even if you're a Chiefs fan, your ears probably hurt. Like from when but you're also mad, dude. I mean, this is a shitty call, but it's not a shitty call. It's, you know, but like that's a call that you better call that every time. Every time someone's foot is on the line, if that's the call, it should be called every time. You know what I mean? If you're not going to call that sometimes, but you call it in the most important time, that's stupid. It's either call that all the time or don't call that. I don't know. Figure out what you want to do. But yeah, I mean, I've seen it called before, so I'm like, well, that's a shitty way for the game to end, but line up the right way. But also the referees could say, hey, man, you guys aren't on the line before the ball snaps. But it's not I don't think it's the referee's job to tell you where you have to stand. Should they help you out, and should they make sure to remind people like, hey, you're over the line, you're over the line, you're over the line. And if the ball gets snapped, it's a penalty. If you move off it, you're good. But I just think, well, you know what? Line up right. Sucks though. But I thought, but either way, Mahomes, man, he sounded fucking ridiculous in the press conference. Like that sounded bad. You know, but man, I'm sure if I was a Chiefs fan though, I'd just be bullshit. I'd be probably flipping out. Pissed. So I could see people being upset about that. Let me shout out to DB from NYC. DB from NYC, who just became a $1 patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, putting us in the 105 patron spot. So thank you. I blame Travis Kelce. Yeah, I blame Taylor Swift, so how about that? I'm going to blame Taylor. Dude, I'm looking at my dog. She is just passed out. She is out. Kelsey brought this whole mess with trying to get Taylor Swift into his life. Yeah, stuff's really starting to fall apart ever since Taylor got there. Well, I mean, actually, it was going all right when Taylor first got there. But for whatever reason, the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Chiefs are all supposed to be like the top teams. And all three of them have really been struggling here off and on, to me. They're really opening the door for like Eagles or Dallas or somebody else to possibly win the Super Bowl. Like, the door is being opened for an NFC team to win a championship this year. When you thought, AFC East looks really good, that's probably where things are going. But it is really starting to look like the NFC is, I don't know, man. Nobody is really safe or stable, 100%. So there's a lot of room for people to to take over and win a Super Bowl this year. Like, there's a lot of teams that are in it, is what I'm saying, that could actually potentially win a Super Bowl or get lucky and get through and get into the Super Bowl. So, real quickly, I'm going to go to a call, though, in a second. I lost 718, so my bad on 718. Let me see.
Cronin Johnson was good, man.
Hey, man, in another life, I was definitely Joe Cronin Johnson.
Hell yeah, yo, you were killing slaves, Nazis, you were killing them all.
Oh yeah, well, everybody, yeah, yeah. So see, I didn't have a side. I just was, everybody would go.
Fuck yeah, man. I haven't called in a minute, dude, and now I'm glad to watch the show. It's amazing. You were talking like this a few minutes ago.
Yeah. How's Connecticut? Still the same old drugs, from what I can tell?
Oh, stable drugs. The weed's getting stronger. The dispensaries are giving more.
Oh, yeah, man. Listen, you put a little fentanyl in the marijuana, go outside, maybe pass out and die, and let a cop beat you, and he'll go to jail. It'll be great.
Fuck fent killing me, dude. I fucking COVID is out here. There's a bunch of weird waves, man. Fucking people, they look like they won't fucking give you COVID, and they fucking give you that shit. And one time I got dyke COVID. It was a dyke who gave me COVID, and it was like the worst thing ever.
Man, well, that's not the worst thing they can give you. So, you know what I mean? I mean, you can get some fucked up type of syphilis out of those fucking. So you got to be real careful, especially if they got the purple and pink hair and then they dye their pubes the same color. Then you got to look out for stuff. I mean, there's shit. You put your dick in that hole by accident, you will come out with something that might eat away your dick skin. Let me tell you that.
Man.
Okay.
Let's talk about this Tony Khan stuff, man.
You're right.
The booking with this dude, and I agree 100%. This is like a dream thing I want to happen. It would be you, if in a perfect world, if JD wasn't so mad about being a cat fucker.
Right.
It would be you, Scampoli, and y'all three as a trifecta, man. You interviewed JR, you interviewed Cody Rhodes. You got big interviews, man, and you got this spiral of people that wanted to gravitate to you. So it's just like, what the fuck? Like, why are you not on Collision?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The amount of people that have DM'd me from the wrestling business would blow people's minds away. And it blows my mind away. It blows my mind away at some of the people that have said things to me about you're good or whatever. But anyway, I don't want to pat myself on the back. But I do appreciate you including JD, because I think me and Scampoli with JD would be great, because every three team needs one female. So it'd be great to have her, Miss JD on there with us.
Shit,
to balance everything.
What's up, Joe? Happy holidays.
It'd be great. But George Romero Zombie, he just donated $5. Happy holidays. Yeah, happy holidays, George Romero Zombie. Love that movie. Great movie, and I appreciate the $5 and you becoming a shit bum, George Romero. But yeah, anything else? And Tony Khan's, a beta. That's what we've learned. Tony Khan's a beta. He lets CM Punk run over him. He lets his own wrestlers run over him. And all the wrestlers want to run away from Tony Khan in the end because that's what happens with weak men bring on weak times. And that's what Tony Khan has done. Anything else you want to say, though, before I let you go?
Oh, man, no. I just wanted to give you a shout-out, dude. And glad that everything's going well, man. And like I said, I was going to bring up Fortnite shit. Everybody, hashtag Fortnite being shit again.
Right.
They added Peter Griffin and Solid Snake, but the gameplay's fucking ass. Like, what? This is what I was gonna ask. What are you playing? Like, before I go.
I fuck women. I don't play Fortnite. I'm sorry, bro. I'm kidding. But no, actually, my son played a clip. I don't know if it's real or a fake clip or something of like Peter Griffin being like, "I'm in Fortnite" or whatever, and he's like talking about Trump, and it's really a funny clip. Do you know anything about that?
That's a throwback right there. And then Trump's like, "Welcome to Fortnite."
Dude, it is really funny. Like, I played that. My son played it for me in the car, and I was like, I should yell at you for this, but it's great. So I was dying. I was like, that is fucking hilarious. I got to play that on the show, so maybe I'll play that right now, man. Hey, congrats. No, I'm not really playing anything. I'm playing I play Madden and hockey. I'm too fucking old now, and I play Halo with my son when he has time, and that's it, man. I play Diablo, super dork. So.
Oh, that's cool. The new one 4, or are you sticking to 3?
I bounce back and forth still between 3 and 4. I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, no, like, I haven't been playing the new shit. Like, for the most part, it's just a Switch, because, like, who the fuck wants to pay $500 when you could get some pussy? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. That's in the end. Think about, like, someone's out there banging chicks, and you're shooting a 10-year-old in a video game. You know what I mean? Like, let's be good. All right, peace out, bro. You're good. Great call. Really appreciate that guy. He was really making me feel very alpha. Like, I had great vibes with him on the call until he mentioned he was playing Fortnite, and then I was like, oh. But no, it's a funny clip. Let me see if I can find that Peter Griffin clip. It's great. It's longer, though, I thought. I thought it was like a long clip. Is this it?
Huh. There's this weird-looking machine in Stewie's room. I'm gonna see what it does.
Is this it?
What the hell? Holy crap, I'm in Fortnite! Oh my gosh, this is so freaking epic. Holy crap, Donald Trump!
Hello, Peter. Welcome to Fortnite. I've summoned you here for a special task. You up for it?
Oh, you bet your ass I am. Anything for you, Donald.
Good. You see, because my old enemy Hillary Clinton is taking control of this world. And she plans to destroy the lives of every epic gamer ever. From her base, the Tilted Towers. I need my own epic gamer to go inside and destroy her.
Oh, hell yeah! You can count on me, Donald. I'll never let you down.
I knew I could. Now here's a chug jug and a purple scar. Good luck, Peter.
Okay, the Tilted Towers are close. I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna need some help. Holy crap, Harambe! Oh, this is epic. Okay, Harambe, let's go to the Tilted Towers. Oh, look, there's Hillary. Hey, Hillary, prepare to die, you dumb bitch.
Haha, you can't kill me. I will end the lives of every epic gamer to ever exist, including yours.
I don't know what to do. I didn't plan this too well. Oh, you got a rocket launcher? Oh, now this is gonna be epic. Hey, Hillary and the Democratic Party. Pokemon Go suck my balls.
Oh, fuck shit fuck.
Oh, my God. We need to get the guy who does Donald Trump to do a skit where he's like, I need you to go back in time, Peter, and wipe out Hillary. Listen, Donald, I'll go back in time and I'll wipe her out. Hey, Lois, where's my circumciser 3000? I don't know. I can't do a Rhode Island accent. It's almost the same as mine, but still can't do it. George Romero Zombies, thank you for the donation, man. Much appreciated. Great phone call. 339-226. What? 339-226-6610. Good call, by the way. A lot of fentanyl use going on. And that's okay, because you know what? In the end, it may kill you, but it's a hell of a time. So let's be honest about that. It may kill you, but it's a hell of a time. That should be the slogan of fentanyl. Fentanyl. It may kill you, but it's a hell of a time. Fentanyl. We'll be back in just a minute after this quick flashback to from 1 year ago. Or was it 2 years ago now? I don't know. When was this? When did this happen? Maybe a year and a half ago? On Beat the Clock. All right, we're going to unleash Paul.
Just in the other corner.
There he is. And now he is unmuted.
Holy shit, you guys are fucking pathetic. Hey, Garguts, how much is that fat bitch that you dated weigh? Tell me that right now.
Wow.
Sick bitch. My goodness.
NFC for life.
His old girlfriend was pretty. She was pretty hot.
I've been saying this. NFC for life, man. That's what I'm gonna stick to. No fat.
I wanted to call Rostoffa the black Michael Buffer, but I can't even do that. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God! Wow.
Listen to that.
Somebody's snoring, dude.
Oh yeah, it's Pico snoring. Hold on. Let's turn him up.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Listen to this. Listen to him.
Hey, Pico, Shell's got her titties out.
What if I rob you?
Such an evil laugh.
Dude.
Jesus Christ.
Like cast him immediately as like the guy who kills people on the side of the road or something.
I'm sure he has in real life. Shit.
Mel, you think he's killed people on the side of the road?
For sure. Come on.
Hey, buddy.
He killed a hooker or two. Come on now.
Oh my God, you're Mel Gibson. Yeah, I saw your car. I pulled up. I saw your car was broken. I thought maybe you need some help, I mean, a lot of these other people won't help, but, I got the means to do it, Oh my God, this is crazy. You're Mel Gibson. Yeah, I am. Anyway, listen, I got a tire iron. Yeah, I take that, you stupid bitch. You fucking dumb
My
fucking
shield.
Then with
California
that
whore.
laughter.
Fucking.
What if I rob you?
My God!
You're making you podcast.
Oh my God, it's fucking crazy! Oh, it's in your bunghole. I want it jammed in my bunghole. It's in your...
What the fuck?
I have that shit in my. Do you have that on fucking
Oh, shit.
What the fuck is going on? Man, where was 6 when we were on the air earlier? Holy shit. Oh my God.
Call.
He's dying.
It's my wrist.
Love how you did the.
Man.
669. Oh, 6. Oh, suck it, 6. Oh.
I thought Dan Kenny. That's how he just comes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck are you doing, Seth? What are you doing?
What it's doing, brother?
Check.
Ah!
You're good.
Check.
You're
I'm
good.
just saying the fucking chug that shit. Oh my God, is he jerking that shit? He's jerking that shit up. Oh my God.
He's jerking keto off.
Family's called match, damn it.
God.
Yo, no way.
Oh my God.
Oh,
What is this, Scream 4?
Super chat party.
I love Joe Cronin and Luke Royas.
Rojas and Cronin. Hey, we're back to the live show. Thank you, Randy Viper. While I take a piss, I was just playing an old clip. Let's listen to the rest of it while I drink my water, because it makes me have to take a piss and I go back and forth over and over again. Randy Viper, thank you for the $2, man. Coming in from New Zealand. I'll be right back. I'm just drinking my water, taking a piss. 1, 2,
now he's talking like Mikkel.
It's a Drew and Mel Gibson title belt.
Oh. That's not the only shit that's on that shit.
What the fuck is happening? I keep saying that my vision is getting worse. Who is that bitch?
What the fuck is this?
This is what happens when you make $1,000 in one night, I guess. Oh my God.
Are you fucking jerking off a leveler?
Oh my God, dude, I was jerking off in my laundry room.
Dude. What the fuck is happening? I keep saying that my vision is getting worse. Who is that bitch?
What the fuck is this?
Oh my God.
Are you fucking jerking off a leveler?
Oh my God.
Honestly, are you trying to fucking jerk?
Oh my God, it's so What's the end result of that?
It's so fucking
We'll see.
I don't know. Dude, he's gonna unbalance that leveler.
He's gonna unbalance that leveler, Jesse says.
Wow, dude, his comes on the level.
His comes on the level.
Look at that. If it was yellow, dude.
Guys, hit the like button. We're almost at 100. 100 likes.
How's she look?
Look at her look. How she
Joe,
looks.
when you're feeling down and shit about shit, fucking look at that, and you'll be fucking.
Your Pico's
look at
right,
that.
Joe. Whenever you're having a bad day, oh my God.
I know, dude. I'm creeping, dude. I'm creeping
motherfucker.
out. My own wife. I'm creeping out with like videoing her, and in the video, she's like, "Why?"
Much energy into something, they don't slow down for a minute and
yeah.
just.
What if I rob you? What if I fucking rob you? What if I kill you? What if I rob you? What if I rob you?
In Shell and 6535 plus all the shit talk and more for your listening pleasure. Don't miss one of the craziest shows and behind the paywall shows of the year. We are not afraid to talk some shit. We'll see you guys there. Hope you guys listen to it. It's up now. Go check it out.
No more nice guy. No more good guy. What if I take my Mel Gibson knife and cut your throat?
That was crazy. That was a memorable night. Yeah, is that almost 2 years ago now? I mean, Jesus. It's crazy to think that was back when, well, whatever. It was crazy to think that was that far back. That's crazy. I don't think it was that long ago, really. I think it was a year ago. I really do. We also had Ryback call the show. And what's up, wrestling fans? I'm Joe Cronin, and welcome to another episode of Slammin' Wrestling News, the new format today. Well, not so good day for Ric Flair, as today Ric Flair announced the end of his relationship with Wendy I don't know, some Wendy gold digging bitch. I don't know, semi-unrelated note. Ric Flair just took to Twitter to announce he's got AIDS. I snatch. I think we really made some progress, and we'll continue these counseling sessions as long as we can, unbeknownst to him, because I think it benefits him. I think he needs this. And so just nobody tell him about this.
Hey, Joe, what's going on? It's me, Ryback. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to have this therapy to get these things off my chest and send you messages. If you can hit me back as soon as possible, that'd be great. I'm having cravings again. It's really bad this time. I've been thinking all day long about just taking Undertaker's ass, having his ass, having my way with his ass, and while I'm penetrating Mark Calloway, I'm eating chicken nuggets on my channel live in front of a bunch of people, and the whole chat room saying Joe Cronin, and that's making me angry because I'm trying to take Undertaker's ass, and I can't come. And your name is coming up, and I'm getting really angry. And I thought about earlier I would go to the supermarket and rape people, but I'm not going to do that. So so I'm just telling you that I'm calmed down a bit. I'm pretty calm right now, and I have my hand in my pocket, and I gotta go. I gotta get out. I gotta take a dump. I'll call back later if I get cravings again, but. I just called you to tell you I avoided continuing these thoughts about taking the Undertaker's ass, about taking him, taking it, and I won't finish it. I'll see you later, man. I'm really upset about the Rumble, that they didn't call me to be in the Royal Rumble, and then everybody just messaging me saying like, hey, we thought you'd be in the Rumble. That just made it worse. So I'm seriously, I'm almost thinking about paying that little turtleneck loser that the WWE hired for a little while that won the ladder match with Carmella, whatever his name is. I don't know, Steve or
James Ellsworth,
Turtle Boy or little mini dyke face or whatever he was. James Ellsworth is what it was. Yeah, I've been thinking about paying him $500 to come down here to Vegas, and I just like stretch him out. I stretch him out, and rip his friggin' head off. Anyway, I gotta go. I'll message you again later, man. Thanks. Please don't share this out anywhere, okay? All right, thanks, man. Later.
Wow. Okay. Oh my God. Bro, I want to be dead. Like, I want to be dead. I want a Night Stalker to randomly choose my house and carve me up in front of my wife and kids in little pieces. And then, literally, as my family is screaming that Dad is being murdered by an evil man who just broke into our house, I want him to be just nibbling on my bones and giblets in front of him. And I want him to be just maniacal while he's chewing on my meat parts and cannibalizing me in front of my family who's chained to the walls. And I want him to just put the fear of death into them so the rest of their lives, my family lives amazing lives. My kids go on to become millionaires because nothing could ever scare them as much as that day they saw their father eaten by a rogue psycho vigilante who had just watched Monday Night Raw, so he went on the prowl looking for a white male to eat and devour so his insides were filled with essence and sustenance, and he could have a smile on his face while his big blue eyes shone in the dark, and he could walk outside with blood dripping off his mouth and pieces of male skin hanging from his teeth. And when he got home, his wife said, "Where were you tonight, honey?" And he says, "Oh, I was eating late tonight, honey." And she goes, "Oh, well, you could have invited me to dinner." And he goes, "You wouldn't have liked what I ate tonight. What'd you eat?" "I ate fucking Cronin!" That's what he says. And all
Looks like it's going to be another busy day for Daddy. Because not only has Daddy had to edit multiple independent wrestling shows to be uploaded by none other than Title Match Wrestling, not only does Daddy have to go to New England All-Star Wrestling tonight and do commentary, do backstage interviews, be the journalist that I am. I mean, we're talking about professional, corporate professional.
Seen, any of the single slots, but
Yeah.
10,000 keep sitting.
Yeah.
I like it. I hope it keeps happening.
Fucking D. Welsh probably rigged the wheel.
My kids die. I'm just going to be honest. I'll admit it. I will eat
D.
my
Welsh.
neighbors. I'm not letting my kids die. I'm just going to be honest. My superpower is being honest. I've extrapolated this out, and I won't have to for a few years since I got food and stuff. But I'm literally looking at my neighbors now and going, I'm ready to hang them up and gut them and skin them and chop them up. You know what? I'm ready.
Oh my God. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Well, we weren't age restricted before.
We're definitely age restricted now. Dude.
He looks hungry. He actually looks hungry right there.
I just dude, the fuck?
I'm gonna die, dude.
I'll eat my neighbors. See, my superpower is being honest. I'll eat your ass.
Like, eat your fucking
He's so
ass.
serious. He's so serious.
Let me just eat your ass.
Oh my God!
I'll eat my
It's like
neighbors.
fucking
I will
Bubba
eat.
Ray Dudley.
I will eat my neighbors.
Joe, is this what Bubba Ray looked like when he confronted?
Yeah, it's kind of what he looked like. It really is. It really is kind of what he looked like.
Did he say he would eat your ass?
You got kids? You got kids?
You got kids because I'll eat my neighbors.
Combat model, optimum self-sufficiency. Probably the leader. The point is have you thought about that yet? Because I'm somebody that
I love
thought
when he sticks those little things in there. I'm self-sufficient, probably the leader.
Fix this, and I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors.
Oh my God, bro. That has got to be one of the classics. I'll eat my neighbors is like one of the best things I've ever heard. I'll eat my neighbors. So great. Anyway, that being said, let's go to the donations. Are there any donations? Randy Viper, I love you. Joe Cronin, love you. Luke Rojas, thank you, Randy Viper. Guys, it's been a fun time tonight to be here with you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to the people that wanted to reminisce. Hit the like button if you can on the way out. Man, we should have over 100 likes, I would hope. With 200 people in here earlier, hopefully we would have 100 likes. It looks like we're close to that, if not we have it. That'd be really good. Yeah, it's Bubba Ray Jones, and here's the thing. I'm not afraid to eat my goddamn neighbor's eyeballs out. I'll eat everybody eventually. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show if you guys really want to support the show. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Download the app. You can support the channel big time over there.
Really appreciate it. Love you all. Kisses. Thank you for being here. Everybody who's a member, thank you for being here as well. And just thanks to everybody for all the support so much, man. We'll see you at some point tomorrow. Thanks to D. Welsh for the big drop of the night, which was $50. Thank you, D. Welsh. And catch you later, guys. Thanks for being here.